We've all been there. That sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach as a deadline looms, yet you find yourself scrolling endlessly, cleaning a spotless kitchen, or reorganizing your sock drawer for the third time. The important task stares back at you, a behemoth you just can't bring yourself to tackle. This isn't laziness, it's a pervasive human phenomenon known as procrastination, a universal experience. From students dreading term papers to professionals delaying crucial reports, procrastination plagues us all, robbing us of productivity, peace of mind, and often significant opportunities. It's a vicious cycle. The longer we put something off, the more daunting it becomes, the more guilt and anxiety we feel, which in turn makes us want to avoid the task even more. The emotional toll alone can be debilitating. But what if there was a powerful, actionable way to break free? What if we could reprogram our minds, not through sheer willpower, but by understanding and leveraging the subtle psychological levers that drive our behavior? Welcome to Mind Over Delay, a journey into the fascinating world of mind and brain hacks designed to conquer procrastination. This isn't about magical cures, but about practical, evidence-based strategies that leverage our innate brain functions to work for us, not against us. We'll dive deep into the neuroscience of delay, unpack why we procrastinate, and arm you with powerful psychological tools to transform your approach to tasks, deadlines, and ultimately, your most ambitious goals. Get ready to reclaim your focus, boost your productivity, and consistently get things done.
To truly beat procrastination, we first need to understand its deeply ingrained roots, intricately woven within our very brains. At its core, procrastination is less about time management and more profoundly an emotional regulation problem. When faced with an unpleasant task, perhaps something boring, difficult, or anxiety-inducing, our brain, specifically the ancient and powerful limbic system, our emotional processing center, instinctively screams danger. It seeks immediate relief from these negative feelings, even if it means sacrificing long-term goals. Our primitive brain is hardwired to avoid pain and seek pleasure now. This is precisely where the prefrontal cortex, our more evolved executive decision maker and willpower center, should step in, but it often loses this primal battle. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for crucial functions like planning, self-control, and understanding future consequences. However, it's a relatively new and energy-intensive part of the brain. When we're stressed, tired, or overwhelmed, the limbic system often overrides it, leading us to seek instant gratification, endlessly scrolling social media or eating comfort food, activities that flood our brain with a temporary dopamine hit, offering fleeting relief. This phenomenon is often called present bias or hyperbolic discounting, where our brain discounts future rewards heavily in favor of immediate ones. We unconsciously value what makes us feel good now much more than what will genuinely benefit us later. So the fundamental insight isn't to fight your brain in a losing battle. It's to cleverly outsmart it, creating conditions where your prefrontal cortex can consistently win, and subtly tricking your limbic system into cooperating by offering it immediate, smaller rewards for starting.
Now that we understand the intricate psychological and neurological mechanisms behind procrastination, it's time to arm ourselves with specific, actionable psychological tactics, powerful mind hacks to overcome it systematically. One of the most famous and universally effective is the Pomodoro technique. This method involves committing to focused work in short, intense 25-minute bursts, followed by a refreshing 5-minute break. Why 25 minutes? It's short enough not to feel overwhelmingly daunting, allowing your prefrontal cortex to easily commit. And crucially, the guaranteed promise of a break gives your limbic system the immediate gratification it craves. It creates manageable chunks and builds unstoppable momentum. Another profoundly effective hack is Eat the Frog, a concept popularized by productivity expert Brian Tracy. The principle is simple. Identify your single most important, most challenging, or most dreaded task for the day, your metaphorical frog, and tackle it first thing in the morning. Getting it done early removes the immense psychological burden that hangs over you all day, freeing up significant mental energy. For tasks that feel absolutely insurmountable, apply the deceptively simple yet powerful 2-minute rule from David Allen's Getting Things Done. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately.
This builds a habit of immediate action, prevents small tasks from piling up into an overwhelming mountain, and creates mini wins. For larger, more complex projects, the absolute key is task breakdown. Instead of a vague and intimidating write dissertation, reframe it into outline chapter 1 or write 200 words for intro. Each small, completed subtask releases a valuable hit of dopamine, reinforcing the positive behavior. Furthermore, external accountability can be a game changer. Tell a friend your deadline, join a co-working group, or use productivity apps that share your progress. Knowing someone else is expecting something can powerfully override your brain's intrinsic desire for comfort. Finally, reward yourself for completing tasks, especially difficult ones. A small treat, a walk, or an episode of your favorite show can act as positive reinforcement, effectively training your brain to associate effort and work with pleasure and accomplishment.
Mastering procrastination isn't a one-time fix. It's a continuous journey of self-awareness, consistent practice, and gradual refinement. The real enduring power of these mind hacks lies in their consistent application. Each time you successfully apply a technique, you're not just completing a task, you're actively rewiring your brain, strengthening the neural pathways that support action, discipline, and sustained focus over delay. It's fundamentally like building a muscle. The more you intentionally use it, the stronger and more automatic it becomes. And remember, self-compassion is an absolutely crucial ingredient for long-term success. You will inevitably slip up. There will be days when old habits creep back in, when motivation wanes, or a task feels too overwhelming. Don't let a single setback derail your progress entirely or lead to self-criticism. Acknowledge it without judgment, learn from it, and gently guide yourself back on track. This isn't consistent, incremental progress. Another profoundly effective strategy is reframing your perspective. Instead of seeing a task as an unavoidable burden, try to consciously view it as an exciting opportunity for personal growth, a challenging puzzle to overcome, or a vital step towards a larger, meaningful goal. Focus intensely on the positive outcome, the profound sense of accomplishment, and the invaluable freedom that comes with getting things done. Build small, actionable habits around your work and routines. Lay out your work clothes the night before. Open your project file immediately after your morning coffee. Create an environment that inherently makes starting easier and procrastination significantly harder. Your workspace should be a sanctuary for deep focus, meticulously free of distracting temptations. By thoughtfully integrating these powerful mind hacks into your daily routine, you're not just merely beating procrastination, you're actively cultivating a more disciplined, immensely productive, and ultimately a happier and more fulfilled self. The power to overcome delay lies intrinsically within you, waiting patiently to be unleashed. Start small, be persistent, practice self-compassion, and watch as you profoundly transform from a habitual procrastinator into an unstoppable doer. The future you will undoubtedly thank you for it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos.